Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Dracula, Dead and Loving It. I wish I could say this movie was fun and it was a loving, and I loved it, but let's get with the review. Yeah. Well, as you would guess, yes, it is a spoof of Bram Stoker's Dracula. A guy named Renfield goes to Dracula's castle to be his new assistant, and it turns out Renfield is more of a bumbling idiot than Dracula is in this movie. So Dracula and Renfield travel on a boat, and Dracula pursues a woman named Mina. Mina's engaged to Jonathan. Dracula doesn't care, he wants Mina. I'm sorry, gang. I really want to try and tell you more about this movie, but anyway, in the end, Dracula's defeated by Renfield when he opens up a panel in the roof, and Dracula tries to fly away and winds up burning up in the sun. And Van Helsing apparently opens up the coffin to Dracula's, opens up the door to Dracula's coffin, says something in some weird language and closes the lid, and that's where the movie ends. I'm sorry, gang. I'm going to be spending the next couple of minutes complaining about how bad this movie was. I hope you guys don't mind. I was really hoping that this movie was going to be just as much fun as Robin Hood Men in Tights, but this movie disappointed me big time. Too many running gags that were just more and more unfunny as it kept going along. And I was really hoping that the great comic team of Mel Brooks and Leslie Nielsen, it was going to be hit out of the ballpark, and it was going to be something awesome. It turned out to be a big-time disappointment. Again, continuous running gags that were less and less funny as it kept going. There were a few funny moments in the movie, but this movie was just a big disappointment to me, gang. I'm sorry I'm complaining more about this movie, not giving you guys much plot, but I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this movie by now, and whatever your opinion is on it, please leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what you guys think of this movie. My Uncle Tom recorded this movie for me years ago when video cassettes were still the big thing. And when the movie came out on video and he copied it for me and sent it to me, he left me a note in the package saying, "Fair warning, you may not like this movie." And he was right. And I'm really, really disappointed in this movie. I mean, I'm a big Mel Brooks fan, but this movie was a big, huge disappointment to me. But there's another movie that I will try and review very, very soon, which was supposed to be the uniting of three great horror movie stars, I guess you could say. And that movie sucked the life right out of itself. So that one will be reviewed very, very soon. If you don't know what it is, stay tuned. It will be reviewed very, very soon. But yeah, this one was a big disappointment, and it's such a shame that this was one of the last movies Mel Brooks did before, I don't know. This movie bombed horribly, and it's such a shame, But Mel Brooks has done better movies, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights, High Anxiety. This was not one of his best. And Leslie Nielsen, same thing. He has done I mean, this movie came out around the same year Spy Hard did, and I enjoyed Spy Hard much, much more. So there you guys go. Dracula, Dead and Loving It, with Leslie Nielsen, Mel Brooks, Amy Yasbeck, Steven Weber, Harvey Korman, Peter McNichol, in this dreadful piece of crap. But if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that sucked worse than this, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thanks so much for watching, gang. And until next time, for Doc Schlock, as always, stay strong and rock on.